Hello everyone, Turner Burner here with another video for you guys. This video I'm going to talk about JD's old class. In Operation 5 it is now called Demolitions and any character can use it. I'm going to go over some new cards. He doesn't have a whole lot of new cards because two cards I have unlocked. I have yet to unlock one of them, so this is going to be like a part 1 video. And I'm going to go over his new passive ability. And to tie into this video, I'm going to clip the 2 solos that I've done on an Escape that can show you some example gameplay of how to maximize this character's strengths. Okay, so let's get right into it. So Demolition says that rating death from above, the Demolitions class strikes down priority targets with powerful explosive weaponry, okay? The ultimate ability drops 5 artillery rounds onto each enemy you have marked. So basically, you know, JD used to mark like bosses, and then he would say death from above, and then the artillery strike would come into play. All right. So the passive ability ties into this ultimate ability. So the ultimate ability says each enemy you have marked. So keep that in mind as well as we go into the passive. So the passive says mark up to 5 targets and marks last twice as long. So I don't know the exact, you know, I play a lot, but I don't know the exact seconds a mark's supposed to last, but twice as long as if you weren't playing this Demolitions class. And I honestly don't remember what his old passive was. I don't know why I can't remember, but anyway, this whatever it was, this is better than than that, because Keegan had a skill card called Eagle Eyes, right? Or has a skill card called Eagle Eyes, which allows him to mark, you know, many targets at once, relative to, I think it's up to 7 relative to your skill card level. So this passive ability allows him to almost have like basically another skill card, you know, if you play this character correctly, okay? So keep that in mind. So JD can mark up to 5 targets at once. So basically, anytime he calls it in his ultimate, it's ideal that JD at minimum marks 5 targets before he does it, if you know, feasible relative to the game. So let's get right into all the skill cards now. So his new skill card is called Gambit, right? It says plant 6 extra grenade traps. This actually doesn't work properly. Surprise, surprise. Gambit, okay, any character similar to Grenade Pouch or whatever, any character should be able to plant 2 grenades, regardless, 2 frags, 2 flashes, 2 shocks. Regardless of what class you pick, you should be able to plant 2 grenades. So when I first tested this card on my last solo, I had it at level 2, and it said plant 2 extra grenades, right? So I tried to plant 4. So what happened is when I tried to plant 4, one of them set off. So basically, Gambit really should read. It really has like a baseline of 1 grenade. It assumes that each character can only plant 1 grenade. So if you're trying to test this on your own, you can only plant, you know, if you're at level 6, you can only plant 7 as opposed to 8. So that's actually wrong and incorrectly, you know, exercised in Escape and Horde right now. So similar to Grenade Satchel, I can hold 8 grenades, but I can't plant 8 grenades. I can only plant 7. So hopefully I explained that correctly. So basically you're short 1 grenade plant. Long story short. So Razor Hail, you know, bleed damage, basically. It was at 50% a couple operations ago. Then it went down to 25%. And now it's back up to 30%, even though you don't have the same launcher capacity. But that's okay because, you know, having more bleed damage is still effective. So explosive hits cause for 30% damage, 30% bleeding damage. So Grenade Satchel has replaced launcher capacity. Again, in older operations, JD used to be extremely powerful as far as yeah, his launcher capacity would extend to grenade amounts. So he had, I forget the amount, 6 or 7 grenades or whatever. But they took away his capacity and put him down to 2. Now they gave him capacity but no launcher capacity. Look, they gave him grenade capacity with no launcher capacity. So grenade satchel has completely replaced launcher capacity. But the thing about escape specifically, and even Horde as well, frag grenades are extremely powerful. So if JD is able to buy that many grenades, and he can also share it with his teammates if he wants to, grenades can kill enemies, down enemies, bleed them out. Very, very effective in my estimation, especially if the bleed has gone up. So, and if we're talking about escape specifically, having the ability to carry 8 flashes, that's very, very underrated. You can flash elite grenadiers and get your flash back. You can flash elite drones and understand you have 7 more flashes. So it's a lot more liberating to know you have that many flashes at your disposal. So this is good for escape or horde. Officer's prerogative is the same. Artillery fires 6 additional rounds. So basically the ultimate's already 5. So Officer's prerogative allows it to bump up to 11. So this is a good card to have as well. I use it pretty often. Concussive Strike is an underrated card. I just recently used Concussive Strike on my recent Lethal Engagement solo. Basically, remember, you can mark up to 5 targets now. So what I did in my Lethal Engagement solo, I marked as many enemies as I could before it got. I think I was able to do 4, and then I used my ultimate, which allowed me to stun 4 enemies for 11 seconds. So that was very, very effective there. So you kind of can see that in practice. But in general, Concussive Strike is a good card because if it's Horde and a bunch of enemies are getting close, you can mark a bunch of them and you can stun them and hopefully bleed them out, and then it'll stop the enemies from advancing on you. So I find that very, very useful in Horde and Escape. I use this mainly for Escape, but it can be effective in Horde as well. So confirmed kill. Every kill with artillery reduces the cooldown for the next use by 25 seconds. In general, it takes JD a long time to get his ultimate. In escape matches, like when I'm solo, I can get it once or twice in a whole match. When other characters, I could probably get it like 4 or 5 times, if not more than that. And that's in solo. So if I was by myself, I'd probably only get it about once a game, if that, depending on the context of the length of the map and the weapons available. So, but confirmed kill, because I'm able to mark 5 targets now, killing all those 5 targets will allow me to get my ultimate again. So, and also, this stacks well with another card, which I'll get into later, because it can allow me to get my ultimate, often. If it's Horde, maybe every wave. If it's Escape, maybe every 30 seconds or a minute. It just depends, but I'll get into that later. So yeah, confirmed kill basically kills in your ultimate, allows you to get your ultimate faster again. So Epic Score Boost speaks for itself. If you want to do a score run using the Demolitions class, it can be highly effective. Spotter support. Artillery will also fire 7 rounds at all targets marked. I honestly am not 100% sure on a couple of things with this one. So, if I were to guess, like if you were running Officer's Prerogative and Spotter Support, if I were to guess, the targets that JD marks gets 11 total rounds, and then the targets that my teammates mark get 7 rounds, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I think I used to know, but I'm not sure anymore. But we'll just call it what it is. The targets that your teammates marks will get at least 7 rounds hit on them. So this can help you. So in Horde, it's very common that what is it? that your teammates will want to mark 2 sentinels. If it's wave 45 sentinels, it's probably the hardest thing about regular escape. So, or sorry, horde. So when you try and get rid of 2 sentinels at once, using spotter support, marked by either JD and a teammate or 2 different teammates, whatever, can get them all at once. So that's very, very useful. Also, confirmed kill and spotter support works well with the Keegan JD combo. If you've seen it in other videos, which I'll put a link in the description below with examples of that as well. But basically, if Keegan is running interrogation, then he can get a meat shield and mark all targets within 50 meters. Okay, so that allows spotter support. This really maximizes the spotter support card. So Keegan can have like 30 targets on in the whole map marked, and that's highly effective to maximize spotter support. And combined with confirmed kill, it's not unlikely that JD can get his ultimate instantly again because he did so much bleed damage or just regular kills with confirmed kill and spotter support. So if you don't understand, again, I will put some links in the description so you can see examples of what I'm talking about. So the next one is custom boomshot. So with custom boomshot, it's I believe it's the same damage at levels that it's always been. Increased damage by 60%, active effects by 30% when firing a boomshot. So because you don't have the launcher capacity anymore, you only have 3 shots, and this goes for custom Lancer GL as well. And I'm also talking to myself because I'm not always perfect about it. Make sure you active your boom shot to maximize ammo. You don't have 6 or 7 or whatever shots to spam. You have to maximize it. I think it used to be 8 at one point. So just maximize your boom shot bullets because you don't have a lot anymore. So same thing with custom Lancer GL, increases damage by 60%, active effects by 30%. Active your shots because you only have 3 now, so maximize your shots. That way you're still effective or as effective in escape and in some cases horde. So good kills 5 meters from allies have a 100% chance of dropping an ammo pouch. I've actually seen this used pretty effectively on a few maps, and this is very useful if the modifier is ammo conservation or if there's simply not a lot of ammo pouches in the map. So that JD can get a kill, and then it can drop ammo for teammates, load sniper rifles, bolt hawk. It just depends on the context. So very, very good card as well. Doesn't come up a lot, but it is a good card. I would say this is an escape card mainly. Inspire used to be called Daddy's Boy, so it says 32% damage resistance near veteran class. JD used to get damage resistance when he was near Marcus, which is his dad or whatever, but they changed it to where he gets damage resistance near the veteran class, if you will, or Demolitions gets damage resistance near veteran class. Useful, I would say, if you have that combination, but you'd have to sacrifice superior cards for it, and I don't think it's ultimately worth it, in my opinion. Lancer GL Mastery, 95% reduced recoil and 13% increased headshot. I don't use this a whole lot. I don't recommend it over other cards, but ultimately, if you want to try it, that's up to you. You'll have less recoil when you do shots, and you also have more chance of headshot damage. Launcher Mastery, this is for all explosives. As you can see, you got Boomshot, Torpo, Salvo, drop, and Lancer GL. 22% larger active reload bar for explosive weapons. This allows you to active easier, if you will. So, and then last but not least, team score is increased by 18%. Speaks for itself. If you want to increase your overall score in Horde and time bonus in Escape, these are things you can do by equipping scorecards. So that's it for Demolitions class. The main things that are different from last operation are Gambit, which is plant 6 extra grenade traps. it actually does not work correctly. It only allows you to plant one less than you actually should be able to. So Gambit only allows you to plant seven grenades at level 6 as opposed to 8 grenades. Grenade Satchel, he used to have Grenade Pouch in a way with his launcher capacity, and then he lost it, and then he got it back. But now he doesn't have any launcher capacity, but he still has this new card, which I find highly effective, especially for Escape. And excuse me. I will go over in a part 2 of this video once I get my JD leveled up, and you'll be able to I'll have a video only talking about this card to see if it's worth it or not, honestly. I'll probably talk about it from a Horde perspective because I can't think of a whole lot of escape situations right now where it's useful, but that's pretty much it, guys. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll be going over a lot of different classes in the next coming week, so stay tuned for it. I hope you like this one. If you have any questions, I don't prefer to do a whole lot of example stacks because of the fact that there's so many different situations and things of that nature on why you would use particular cards relative to teammates and whatnot. But if you have questions on specific maps or specific teammate dynamics, I'll be more than happy to answer them directly. That way I can help you as best I can. But if you have any questions on the Demolitions class, let me know that as well. Stay tuned for the next video, and you guys have a good one. Peace.